Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Super Gaming Minute, the channel dedicated to all things Nintendo and gaming. So, just recently, we have had two new Nintendo Directs, one mainline Direct and another Pokemon specific Direct, which was awesome. It's good to see these Directs coming back. It's just another sign that the world is starting to go back to normal. I hope. But we haven't heard anything about The Legend of Zelda and its 35th anniversary. Nintendo hasn't even commented on the franchise during its actual anniversary date, and I have a hard time believing that Nintendo is just going to forget about one of the most popular franchises on its shelf, and not go all out during the 35th anniversary milestone. I mean, Skyward Sword HD is nice, but that can't be all they're planning. And how about Breath of the Wild 2? There's speculation of a holiday 2021 release, but did they just shut that down during the Direct? I have some theories as to what we can expect and have heard a lot of rumors since my last Zelda video, so I want to update my thoughts and my predictions a little bit. But before we get into everything, don't forget to drop a like, share this video with another person who is curious as to what might be happening for Zelda's 35th anniversary, and of course subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the two new videos we put out every week. And without further ado, here's what I believe is happening with The Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary. So just as I, and well, the rest of the world for that matter, predicted, Skyward Sword is getting a re-release on the Nintendo Switch with a new coat of paint and in beautiful HD. In my last Legend of Zelda 35th anniversary predictions video, I said that Nintendo wouldn't release a 3-pack of Zelda HD remakes, which would include Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker. And now that they have revealed Skyward Sword HD at the last Nintendo Direct, I can absolutely see them coming out with a 2-pack re-release of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. These games have both been previously upgraded to HD and wouldn't take a lot to convert them to the Nintendo Switch. I believe that this is a possibility and hope Nintendo makes it happen. Having all of these Zelda titles on the go would be amazing, and I hope to see them coming to my favorite platform in the near future. Lately, there's been rumors of some fairly unexpected titles being ported over to the Nintendo Switch. Titles that don't get the love they deserve, or more accurately, that sort of get overshadowed by the bigger, more extravagant titles like Breath of the Wild. I'm talking about The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, as well as Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Do I think Nintendo will release 4 new remakes of older Game Boy and Nintendo DS games? No, I think in a perfect world it would be nice to see these smaller adventures make their triumphant return on the Nintendo Switch. I just don't think we'll see all of them. If we were to receive these games, I think it would be an either-or situation. Understandably though, this comes with its own set of challenges, more specifically Phantom Hourglass. The mechanics of that game just wouldn't work on the Nintendo Switch. Not only does the game require you to use a stylus to draw out your path on the sea charts and to write down secrets on your map, I mean, how about the part of the game where you close your Nintendo DS system in order to stamp symbols from the top screen to the bottom screen? It's insane the stuff that Nintendo came up with for that game. My prediction, if this is truly what Nintendo is planning, it would be a complete remake of that game from the ground up, hopefully in the style of the new Link's Awakening, with new controls. Yes, it would take a lot of work and a lot of thoughtful planning, but it would definitely be worth it in the end. But in my opinion, if there is any truth to these rumors, I believe that it would be Oracle of Seasons and Ages that would get the remake treatment. These games would be perfect on the Nintendo Switch due to its portability. I say that Nintendo should remake these titles. If they're gonna re-release a bunch of Zelda titles, why not make it the games that would work the best on this platform? How many new remakes and ports do you think Nintendo could release during a single year and still expect people to buy them? Hell, who knows? But if we're already getting Skyward Sword, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess brought over, as well as the rumors claiming that Oracle of Seasons and Ages and Phantom Hourglass are all true, plus they bring over Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, which has been heavily rumored for close to a year now, that would be way too much. There is no way anyone could afford to buy all of these titles, especially since Nintendo would be charging full price for them in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, come on, it's just not feasible. But what if they just gave you Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask? You know what else is rumored? Nintendo 64 and Game Boy with your Nintendo Online subscription. Yes, I've solved the internet's most burning questions. Will Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask get remade? Hell no. Will they get a re-release though? Hell yes! As 2 of the first games on either Nintendo 64 Online or as part of the Game Boy lineup. Yes, I know it's technically Nintendo 3DS and not Game Boy, but so what? I'm on a roll here. Nintendo taking away Mario 35 and all of the cool new things that they released for the Super Mario 35th anniversary would sting much less if we got some new online content to play. Adding the Nintendo 64 to the Nintendo Online subscription would definitely make me feel better about losing Mario 35. And it just makes sense to include Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time as two of the first games to come to the subscription service. Yep, I still think this is happening. We may have been told that they had nothing new to share when it comes to Breath of the Wild 2, but I still firmly believe that we will see Breath of the Wild 2 released holiday 2021 as the final Legend of Zelda offering for its 35th anniversary, along with a special Breath of the Wild 2 Nintendo Pro console and accessories. So why wouldn't they touch on this during the Nintendo Direct? Well, how much more of an impact would this make during an actual Legend of Zelda 35th Anniversary Direct, along with releasing its own lineup of special edition consoles? Possibly, as I mentioned, the new Nintendo Switch Pro console. What better way to play what will most likely be the biggest Nintendo Switch game to date than on its newest, most powerful hardware? It's happening, people. Mark my words. Alright guys, that is it. This is what I think is happening for the Zelda 35th anniversary. Now obviously this video was just for fun. I thought it would be fun to speculate what might happen and to see if anything I predicted might come true. Like Skyward Sword HD and Zelda themed Joy-Cons. It's fun to think about what might be happening with the franchise this year because, let's be real, as mentioned before, this is one of the biggest franchises not only by Nintendo or a gaming company in general, but possibly the world. Even non-gamers know about The Legend of Zelda, even if they might not know that Zelda is the princess and Link is the hero. What I'm trying to say is we need more out of Nintendo than just a remake of an older Wii game. We as fans and even The Legend of Zelda's legacy deserves more. But what do you guys think of my predictions? Do you think any of it will come to fruition? Or am I just a senile old man with a problem and need to get off my couch, meet a girl, fall in love, buy life insurance, term, not whole life, because even at my age it's still affordable to go term over whole. It also makes more sense in my situation to go that way. I really don't need the cash value that badly. I have other investments and comment down below what you think we'll see for The Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary. I specifically want to hear your thoughts about Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask coming to us in the form of the Nintendo Online service. Also, don't forget to like this video if you, liked it, and share it with a friend who likes The Legend of Zelda and is excited to see what we might be getting during the anniversary. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all, and as always, keep on gaming.